All right, so far with the amp handles, I've done 19 workouts. I've done about 37,600 jumps. I've jumped for 436 minutes and I burned 4,999 calories. I'm going to share my initial thoughts, the initial pros and cons of the Crossrope amp handles. The first pro that comes to mind is the software. Unless you have a software background or an engineering background or a program/project management background, it's very hard to appreciate how difficult it is to write good software and to maintain good software. All you have to do is look at the other jump rope manufacturers who have tried to release a jump rope with any kind of Bluetooth compatibility or software components, and you can see that most of them have failed, even though they put up a good try, and that nothing comes close to the amp that I've seen. Software is incredibly hard to write. Good software is incredibly hard to write. It's also incredibly hard to maintain it. There's always problems that are happening with the software, and it takes constantly updating it to ensure that the software is running correctly. And so far, from what I've seen in the times I've used the amp, the system, and the handles, the software has run near perfectly. I've had no problems connecting my handles to the app. I've had no problems while I've been conducting the workouts. Everything has worked seamlessly, and that is something that is very difficult to do from a software perspective. I'm really enjoying is the stats in the app. I'm somebody who loves statistics. I love to know exactly what I've done. I love to know exactly how many calories I've burned, when I did the workout, the intensity of which I did the workout, being able to go back and see when you did the workout, what your intensity was. So being able to measure my fitness, seeing how I can take up the intensity a little bit, or maybe I need to scale it back just some, is a great feature that I'm really enjoying with the amp. I love the amp handles and I love the app also because there is a vast library of workouts and they have a lot of good features within the app to be able to drill down on the specific type of workout that you want to do. If you want to be able to do a 30 to 39 or 40-minute workout, you can choose that. You can drill down and filter out the workouts that you don't want. The app also shows you which workouts you've done. So if you're looking for more variation, you're looking to do another workout, you don't want to repeat one you just did, or you want to go back to another one that you did do, the app tells you which workouts you've done and which workouts you haven't done yet. One of my favorite features, and another pro that I'll talk about, and one of the main features of the amp handles is the auto adjustability. There's a lot of ways that you can get the intensity set just right for you. You can do a benchmark, you can do a test, but also during a workout, if you don't want to mess with the benchmarks and the tests, during a workout, the amp will automatically adjust the intensity to the output that you are performing. And then it'll auto adjust at the end of the workout, and then it'll either increase or decrease your intensity levels for the next workout, and you can accept those results. You can accept what the amp has auto adjusted to you, or you can reject them and go on with your previous intensity levels. I think that that's absolutely genius because what it does is in real time it auto adjusts and dials in on the intensity that you're putting out, so it's not setting unrealistic goals for you, whether those are unrealistic goals that are too high or unrealistic goals that are too low. It's a fantastic feature. One of my favorite features is the 2 bars during the workout. The green bar is your output, what you're actually doing when you jump rope with the amp system and inside the app. And then on the other side, on the right side, if you're looking at your Crossrope app, you have the white bar, which shows you what your intensity level is. So you're always competing with yourself. You want to have some kind of benchmark to put yourself against so that you're not just going out there and not measuring up against anything. And that's what I like. I believe that our greatest competition is ourselves. I don't mind competing with other people, but at the end of the day, I'm the one that has to look myself in the mirror and say if I did a good job, if I gave it my best, or if I didn't. So being able to compete against myself and being able to see that in real time while I'm working out and have it not distract me. I'm just looking at it, but it's not distracting me. It's not impeding what I'm trying to do. The only con that I have with the amp handles, and they're with the handles themselves, is that what I believe that they did when they were designing these handles is they only wanted to make one version of the handles. Because if you know anything about Crossrope and you use Crossrope, you'll know that they have the slim handles and they have the power handles. To me, this appears to be a hybrid of the two, because the difference between the slim handles and the power handles is that the slim handles are smaller. They cannot handle as much burden from a weight perspective as the power handles. But the trade-off there is that the slim handles are far more maneuverable than the power handles, because they deal with lighter ropes. So the handles are a lot lighter, so you can do a lot more with it. You can do side swings and different tricks and things of that nature. With the power handles, they are able to handle a heavier load, but they are less maneuverable. Initially speaking, the amp handles are not as maneuverable as I would like them to be. But also, you have to think about it in the context where I'm coming from, is that I like to do a lot of side swings and a lot of speed work. And with the Crossrope app, with the workouts in the Crossrope app, you're not doing too much speed work. You're not doing too many side swings or fancy tricks. It's fairly straightforward. You're doing mainly conventional jumping, so you don't need a whole lot of maneuverability. But for me, I like more maneuverability. So I wish that the handles were engineered in a way where they could still withstand the load of the heavier ropes, which they can do, but they were a bit more maneuverable. They only have this small curve here, which for me doesn't make them as maneuverable as the slim handles. But at the end of the day, I can always switch back to the slim handles if I want to use them. I just won't be able to track my stats in the app because I won't be using the amp handles.